Okay, we're going to play Idle Manager. Now, why? Because no one suggested any games to me to play. So I had to find one myself to play. What is this game, Brad? No idea. None. And I didn't have much time to draw a picture, but I did have just enough time to edit an official intro. We're playing this for 2 days only. Okay, on Friday we're playing something else. But until then... I've actually not even clicked play on this game before, so let's see if the computer can handle the graphical intensity. That's the real warning I wanted to give you guys. No idea. So loud. I mean, already, you know. It says full screen window, but it isn't. Okay. Now you might be wondering, Braid, how did you have time to edit that thing this morning? I don't even remember doing it. Not that it was hard to do, but did you ever get impressed, people with mental health issues, do you ever get impressed with the fact that you actually did stuff? You look back over a week where you're like, I don't know how I did anything. That's how I feel about the last few days. Like, how the fuck have I got stuff done? It's insane. Story mode. We're playing Idle Manager. Am I the manager? The group's name. We'll put it up to a vote. We'll put it up to a vote, yeah? Idle group name. Corned beef girl. Corned beef girls. Flatheads. Suggestions from the chat room. Bread. Terrible. Absolute shite. Bum. Well, it would be like, you know, because it's like a fucking, like those Korean groups, you know. Bum. YRP. JYP. PTSD's nuts. I mean, you know. Bubble guts. Or pigeon party. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. I don't know, by the way. Apparently this game might have some DMCA-able music in it, so if it does, there will be no VOD for Shazalenko to watch. So get it while it's hot. Come get some. Looking pretty well decided, isn't it? Bum. Bang Bang Song and Dance. Rival, female, tutorial enabled. Continue. Difficulty, normal. How does this have a difficulty at all? Actually, looks good. It's in Japanese? I thought it was in English. Can I change the VA? Why did it advertise to me that it was in English? The VO's in fucking Japanese? Alright, fine. Oh, are you here to meet with Fujimoto? Sorry to break it to you, but he's not here right now. There has to be a language option. We'll find out. If you had an appointment scheduled for now, well, you might be waiting for a while. Fujimoto has a habit of keeping people waiting. Where is Fujimoto? Hey, do I look like I know? I don't even work here. I mean, it's not like anyone works here, right? Not at the moment, at least. If you wanted to meet anyone who works for Fujimoto, well, you showed up a week too late. Really, I should do anime voice, shouldn't I? Do I have the fucking mental strength for anime voice? Do I have the throat for it? My throat has been so sore now for like, I think since about November. And it's purely because that's when I started playing Wild RP again. And that's the reason, is that I spend too long a day talking. So I have a sore throat all the time. Too much sucking d. Hey, do I look like I know? I don't even work here. What happened a week ago?
Huh?
Oh, you didn't know? Well, this building might look like a ghost town now, but it used to be home to some very lucrative business. Do it again from the fucking top and stop fucking it up. We ain't got a time. Oh, you didn't know? Well, this building might look like a ghost town now, but it used to be home to some very lucrative businesses. They were the kind of businesses that turned a very large profit, but they did most of their business in cash, if you catch my drift. No. Voiced by Bizcotto. Fujimoto runs the kind of businesses that favor profits over morals, kicking it old school with the world's oldest profession. Of course, the local law enforcement were usually willing to turn a blind eye as long as they got a cut of the action, but ever since our city was chosen to host the upcoming summer games, the higher-ups have started cracking down on that sort of thing. I guess Fujimoto decided to clean up his act before the police had to get involved, which would explain why this building is now empty, and some of the neighborhood's finest massage therapists are now finding themselves out of a job. Okay. But I guess their loss is your gain, right? That's what you're meeting Fujimoto about. Well, as best as I can gather, Fujimoto's goal is to clean up his act. But let me give you a piece of advice. People don't change their ways so easily, you dig? I'm gonna need you to start saying you dig on Alexander. Can you dig? If you want to run things squeaky clean, you'll be running against the grain. Who are you? Me? I'm just a concerned citizen giving out some free advice. Is that enough gossip? I'm trying to impress upon you that Fujimoto is probably desperate to fill this space with some kind of business. Whoever fills it could probably get away with running it at a loss for the foreseeable future. One of the benefits of not caring where your money comes from is that you can accumulate a lot of it. And Fujimoto spent a lot of time not caring where his money came from. Anyway, I've already said too much.
Sayonara.
Sayonara. Sayonara. Who's been watching Shogun, by the way? Everyone's voice in that show is brilliant, including the white guy. Chapter 1. Lord Toranaga. Ah, you're Wout Braid, right? Of course, Japanese. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Good to finally meet you in person. I mean, Fujimoto is so what I think it's so what I thought I was going to grow up to look like when I'm older, but I'm absolutely not going to. I'm going to grow up and look like Roger Clay. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you're so young, but entertainment does seem to be a young person's game, especially when it comes to managing talent. Anyway, your age is less important to me than your experience, which was enough to impress me. I'm not that impressive.
Oh ho 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 ho.
How modest you are, and somehow with the qualifications you have, that modesty doesn't ring false. I wouldn't expect someone with your experience to brag. I didn't want to speak this much, by the way. It was half the reason I chose this game. Devastated. Most people wouldn't brag about working at a convenience store, but to become a part-time manager at such a young age is certainly unusual, especially given that I happen to know the convenience store. It's in a pretty rough and tumble part of town. I'm also not giving it my all. I refuse. Get Biz on a call? He is on a call, can't you tell? Okay, carry on, Biz. You're someone who knows how to get things done, aren't you? Managing an idle agency isn't exactly the same as running a convenience store, and you have to deal with a lot of the same problems. Young employees who are trying to balance school and work, running on a tight budget, keeping customers happy. If you know the business fundamentals, I think you'll do well here. And if you don't yet know everything you need to, I hope you'll learn fast. So anyway, I have the paperwork here if you're ready to sign. Your terms are, well, let's just say that they're the best terms I was able to get on such short notice. The game. We have voice acting at home. Is there not a way to switch to English VO? Oh, it doesn't matter because I'm not actually saying anything. I'm still gonna have to read it. Anyway, I don't want you to think of me as your boss. You're the boss. I'm just a sponsor, an investor, if you will. This is your enterprise, and I'm just buying myself a piece of the action. It's gonna come back later on and become the villain. When it comes to starting capital, I'm afraid I can't offer much in the way of cash. My investments haven't left me very liquid. And I'm taking a loss on a significant portion of my portfolio, you see. Part of the reason this building happens to be vacant. But I can offer you the use of the bottom floor, rent-free. Pretty lucky for my loss to turn into your gain, isn't it? This kind of generosity isn't typical for me, so don't get used to it. Why? I already said, didn't I? I just want a piece of the action. You do all the hard work, and if you turn out to be a success, I get some of the prestige by association. And if it fails, well, it won't be the first business venture I've seen fail. Plus, the truth is, I need someone to fill this property. If you let a space go unused for too long, it can start to look run down, and that can affect the value of the surrounding property. It's not good to have a building that has never lived in one or entering, but if you start expanding and taking on space, you're gonna have to pay for the brand new space you move into. It's a bit early to start worrying about that, though. For the time being, I assume you'll be focused on getting started with some talent, training them up, and doing basic promotion, and most importantly, getting yourself a fan base. I don't know everything about the entertainment industry, but the one thing I know is that you're nothing without your fans. An idol group lives or dies based on the size of the following it gets. It's a Japanese idol group as well, which are fucking weird. I said it. Japanese idol. I don't know anything about Japanese idol groups. I know way too much about Korean idol groups, nothing about Japanese. Of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't pay attention to your bank account, but if you're not increasing the size of your following, you're probably doing something wrong. Plus, there's me to think about. One of the reasons I wanted to sponsor an idol group is so that one day I can turn on a TV or pick up a newspaper and see people talking about something I helped create. Yeah, sure, pal. Great! So go out there and make me proud. So, are we ready to formalize the agreement, or is there something I forgot to cover? I look forward to working with you. Huh, likewise. But don't expect to see too much of me, don't get me wrong. I'll try to come out to big events, but I'm a busy man. You don't think you're the only investment I'm making, right? Oh, don't worry. I'm not sponsoring any other idol groups. It's against my interest to sponsor two different companies that might compete against each other, but I'm always trying to diversify my portfolio, so I might stop by the office every once in a while, but don't expect too much of my face. Hey, running an idol group can be complicated. It's challenging, even for those who have experience. A comprehensive guide would be useful, yeah? Sure, give me a few pointers. I thought so. That's why I'd like to give you this binder. It was put together by one of my former associates, and it lays out SOP, secure on site. For a lot of things you'll need to do when running an idol group. SOP. Oh, sorry. I should drop the jargon, shouldn't I? SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. It's basically a set of step-by-step instructions for helping you to do all the things you need to do to run an organization like BUM. The Sons of the Patriots. Of course, it wasn't specifically written with BUM in mind. You'll be surprised at how many universal lessons apply to running a business like this one. Documents like the ones you'll find in this binder are the lifeblood of any organization. There's a way to formalize the concept so that the organization is never reliant on a single person, since all of their knowledge is stored in a form that allows anyone to pick up and take over their role. Does that mean I'm replaceable? Of course not. Human beings aren't interchangeable parts. That's not what everyone I've ever worked for before has said. Just because you know the standard operating procedure doesn't mean you'll be able to run things as well as the person who put those instructions together. But it's a great place to start. I've sponsored lots of businesses before Mr. Woat. I'll leave the binder in your capable hands. It consists of a series of lessons on various topics. Anyway, I think it's about time that I get out of your hair and let you actually start doing your job. Any questions? Any last minute advice? I think the best lessons are the ones you learn by trying and failing. How's that for advice? Don't get discouraged if things don't work out. A lot of starting businesses fail. To be honest, for an inexperienced person like you running a business, it wouldn't be that surprising of an outcome. That might sound pessimistic, but hopefully it takes some of the pressure off. Every venture like this is ultimately a gamble. If you go bankrupt, I won't personally hold it against you. After all, money isn't everything, but it does tend to make life a lot easier. So try to make sure your spending is judicious. Build your office. Click on an unused part of the building to build a room there. To start with, let's create your office. After all, you need a place to work. Open the staff tab. It's you. It is me. Each staffer is represented by a card on this menu. You're the first and so far the only staffer at BUM. On this menu you can click on a staffer to change their nickname or to fire them. Of course you can't fire yourself, but you can give yourself a nickname if you'd like. As the UI indicates, you're currently not assigned to any room. How about we move you over to that newly created office? Grab your card by clicking on the handle and drag yourself over. Nice. Look at you, already hard at work. This is the start of your journey as an idol manager. I just wanted to hear that part. I need that on a sound. I need just a "what can I do for you" on a button press, don't I, for this? J-pop Barotrauma would be brilliant. Here you can see the current date. The green progress bar underneath date indicates how close tomorrow is. The days go by so fast, don't they? If you need time to think or plan your next move, you can pause time by using this button. The play button will resume and the fast forward button will cause time to move at an accelerated pace. Time will only pass when you're on this screen. Any time you're experiencing a story event, time will pause automatically. You can't have an idol group without idols. It's time to hold some auditions. You can choose to hold... I wonder how fucking creepy this is going to be, by the way. I genuinely have not looked up a fucking thing about this game. I'm just going to quickly move myself up into the top corner there. I don't know if this is like, you know, kind of fun and good, or if it's just going to be fucking weird, because you just never know, man. You know, for all I know, there's literally going to be an option where it's like, would you like to grope the idol? Yeah, okay, well, we're turning this game off. You can choose to hold local, regional, or nationwide auditions. Making a wider talent search with a regional or nationwide audition will increase the chance of getting a highly talented idol, but it will also cost a lot more. There's also a cooldown for holding higher tiers of audition. Auditions are planned from your office. Click on your office and select the auditions option. Let's hold a local or regional audition for now. Alright, well, we need a superstar. So we're gonna 100% we're gonna okay. Where is auditions? Oh, I have to click on the room. Auditions. Regional. That's going to cost me, I wish I could read anything on the screen, 1,000,000 yen. How much have I got? 5? Right, we've got to get at least one superstar, you know, to carry the group. The rest of them can be shit. If I know anything about idol groups, you just need one face, and then the rest can be shit. It doesn't matter what they sound like, what they look like, nothing. But there has to be one that has actual talent, you know. The talent scout begins. It will take a few days for the audition to finish. It looks like the game is currently paused. Our talent scout won't progress if it's unpaused the game. As you can see, your portrait has a progress bar that will fill up as the audition gets closer to finishing. Remember, if you want time to progress faster, you can always press the fast forward button just to make sure not to lose track of time. Well, I can't do anything other than wait for the audition, can I, to be finished? So we'll fast forward through it. And a bad boy. Oh, we're not making a boy group. Sorry, I chose a man to manage the group, which means it has to be girls. It's a brand new day, and the talent scouting is finished. It's time to look at the audition candidates and decide who to hire. Click the audition icon over your head to see the candidates. I wonder if there even are boys available. Each audition finds 5 idols. Yeah, of course there isn't. I mean, already we're in trouble. Each audition finds 5 idols. Who they are is a mystery. Let's click on one of them to get started. All right, let's base this entirely on what I'm looking at. That is not a front woman. Neither is that. Maybe, no. Let's go with this maybe. Absolutely not. 23? She's about 20 years too old. Didn't read what that last one said. Next to each stat, you'll see two numbers. The first number is the current value of that stat. The second number in brackets is their potential for that stat. You can think of potential as a soft cap. Once an idol reaches a potential in a certain stat, it will be much harder to raise that stat. Okay, we've got cute. She needs to be cute. One of the cute, cool, sexy, or pretty has to be very high. And then they have to be able to be good at vocals and dancing. That's the rule for the face. Each idol has a unique trait. Some traits are beneficial while others can be more of a hindrance than a help. Clumsy, penalty to dance, bonus to comedy. Absolutely not. You can click here to hire this idol, this girl to be an idol in your group. But hold up. Before we hire, let's take a look at the other candidates. Try clicking on each of the idols to see how they stack up. Okay. 21. Very cool. Good at vocal, potential for dance. Immune to bullying and online harassment. We may have a winner. Okuhara Saika. We may have a winner right here. Let's have a look at this one. Chida Maho. Cute and cool. Good at vocal and dance. Unafraid of scandal. Might not be a good thing. Also pretty good, to be honest. What does this number mean? Overall stats. This one looks terrible. A snitch. Reports possible scandals. Shinkai Sayuri. Never. Never. What the fuck is this? I mean, she's brilliant. What the fuck? Wow, it looks like you were lucky enough to find a rare idol. That means she has a pretty high starting stats, which will probably give her a head start over any other. I mean, sold. Habu Ai. Steadfast. Penalties for low stamina are drastically reduced. Don't know what that means. I mean, she's brilliant. The number above each idol's portrait down here represents their overall rating. It's essentially an average of all of their stats, and it can help when comparing different. This is like football. It's FIFA, innit? FIFA. FIFA for weebs. Weeb FIFA. When you open the packs and you get Lionel Messi. Now that we've had a chance to look at all of these idols, let's decide who to hire. You can hire as many or as few idols as you like. Oh, okay. Since you're just starting out and have no idols, let's hire at least 3. Well, hire. What was the other one? This one? Yeah, hire. Was it this one or the other one? Clumsy. No, it was this one here, wasn't it? This one's unafraid of scandal. We'll take her. Click the finish button. There's the group. Glad to be on board. I might not always be the first to the party, but there's a good chance I'll be the last one standing at the end of the night.
Yosh!
I mean, so... Hey, I hear this... Hey! Hi! I hear this industry can be pretty rough and tumble, but don't worry about me. I'm like rubber. Whenever people insult me, it bounces off and sticks to my shoe. Wait, is that the expression? Whoa, brother. I know you've appraised me worthy of joining the ranks of bum, but you should know that only Kami-sama can judge me. Haters can hate. I'm just gonna stay true to myself. Such a troublemaker. It's unbelievable. Now that your group has idols, it's time to give them something to do. Let's go over the activities tab. Every day your group can perform an activity. Performance will spend idol stamina, it will earn some money. Promotion will spend stamina to gain some fans. Spa treatment will spend money to allow 3 idols to recover some of their physical stamina. At the bottom of the screen you can see how many fans, money and scandal points your group has. It looks like right now your group doesn't have much of a following. Let's fix that by doing a promotion and gain some new fans. Okay. +7 fans, hire idols, release a single. Okay. Success. You've got some fans, but you can hover over your fans at the bottom of the screen at any time to see the current demographics of your group's fan base. Alright, the appeal so far is 37% male casual teen, male casual young adult, male casual adult. One of each of those. One hardcore teen, hardcore young adult, hardcore adult. I mean, have you ever seen the adult, those men that go to those Japanese, what's that giant fucking event called where all of the idols go and they get rated and there's like 1,000 of them? It's called something, and oh my god, the like 43-year-old men that go to that, and it's like their favorite thing. Now I'm not the type of person that likes to judge, not really, but my god, you know, there has to be a limit. Now that it's a new day, let's plan a different activity for our group. It's time for a performance. Performance. We made like 200 yen. It looks like that brought in a bit of money. Remember, you can do one activity every day, so choose wisely. Since you're first starting out, it might be a good idea to do some more promotions to increase your fan following. By the way, the benefit you get from doing a daily activity is based on the level of that daily activity. Hover over each daily activity to see how you can unlock higher things. I need more fans, and I need yen for the other one. Unlocking higher level daily activities is one of the best ways to make faster progress as an idol group. If you're ever stuck, consider checking your daily activities and seeing what the requirements are to level up. Whenever your idols work, they spend stamina. You can check their stamina on the idol menu. Here you can see an idol's physical and mental stamina. Ordinarily, idols spend physical stamina when working, but if you force them to work when they're completely exhausted, it will drain their mental stamina instead. Idols with low physical stamina are at a greater risk of becoming injured, and idols with low mental stamina can become depressed. Be a good boss and try not to work your idols too hard. We're going full 90s K-pop with this group. We're going to run them into the ground and give them nothing in return. Both mental and physical stamina will recover over time, but mental stamina will recover much more slowly. Here you can view your idol stats. By default, it will display their looks and talents. Click on the arrow next to the stats to view their relationship status. They're not allowed to be in relationships. Can they be in relationships in Japan? Or is that with each other? Friendship, influence, and romance level. Okay. Friendship is a measure of how much an idol likes you. Increase it by socializing with them and generally being pleasant whenever you interact with them. I don't like where this is going. Influence is a measure of how indebted an idol feels to you. Increase it by doing favors for her. I don't like where this is going. Romance is a measure of, well, you know, you might be able to increase it by flirting, but not everyone will respond well to those kinds of advances. And there it is. And there it is. I actually was starting to feel confident that this game wasn't going to do that. Japan. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Japan. We found it. You can click on an idol to change her nickname or put her on hiatus. Later, when you create multiple idol groups, you can also click on them to assign them to different idol groups. Click on the profile icon to bring up profile screen. Here you can view more detailed information about her stats and take her clothes off. The fans tab will tell you about the demographic of her fan base. The jobs tab will tell you the contracts that she gets. The bonds tab will display an idol's relationships with other idols in the group. What was that fucking game I had to edit every week for Felix called? Where it was like basically you owned a prostitution ring. And he played it so much and it was such a... Every one of those videos, please know that I hated editing it because it was just so much blurring. Honeycam. That's what this is, isn't it? PG Honeycam. You Honey Pop? Yeah, Honey Pop, that's it. The bonds tab will display an idol's relationship with other idols in the group. You can see who she's friends with and she might not be getting along with. It looks like we don't know very much about our current relationships other than members of the group that socialise to get to know about. I don't want to. Choose an idol and drag her a card into your office. Drag her into my office. Casting couch. It takes some time to prepare social events, so let time progress. Remember, you can always move fast forward if you want to move. What's happening? Are they just hanging out? What's going on? I don't want to know what's going on in there, actually. Looks like you're ready to socialize with the idol. Oh, okay. Let's go get coffee. Casual conversation is a good way to get to know your idols and a key to building friendship. Try flirting at your own risk. Not everyone is receptive to a romantic overture. You can ask an idol about her wishes, just for the record, to make this as creepy as I possibly can. I'm going to be 37-year-old Brad playing this, and the manager is 37-year-old Braid, and she's 20, and we're going to romance her. Because I feel like if we don't all come away from this feeling a little bit sick and awkward around each other from now on, we haven't really played a Japanese idol management game, have we? We haven't actually experienced what it's truly like to be a manager of one of these groups. Unless all of the girls come away traumatized and I'm cancelled. That's the real game underneath the glitz and glamour. You can ask an idol about her wishes to find out what her goals are. Helping her fulfill her goals will increase your influence with her. So not okay. You know what I mean? You can ask an idol to share gossip about other group members, or ask her to mentor a younger member of the group. Note that most group members won't share gossip if they're not on friendly terms with you. If you have an influence with an idol, you can spend that influence to get her to do certain things. I feel so uncomfortable. If your idol is bullying another group member, you might need to resort to this option to get her to stop. Every idol graduates and leaves the group eventually. You can ask her when she's planning to graduate or accelerate her graduation. I mean, so not how it works. It's best, maybe it does in Japan. It's best to begin every working relationship by getting to know the other person. Let's engage in some casual conversation with this idol. Of course there's a dating sim hidden within it. Piece of shit game. Habu I. What did you want to chat about? Habu admits that she's been playing a new video game recently and spends a few minutes talking about her hobbies. You also find out that Habu loves watching American football. I mean, designed to make you fall in love with her. You know, just like an average dude out here. You can't run everything yourself. Idols need to be coached, and you need staffers to help with sales and production tasks. Let's go hire some. Click over to the staff tab. Hire. Here you can hire a variety of different staffers. This screen will show you what type of room the staffers work in. For example, dance coaches and choreographers work in the dance room. Each staffer will have one of two specializations for their staffer type. They can still perform the task they're not a specialist at. You can choose from novice, professional and expert level staffers. More experienced staffers start with higher stats but also cost more money to employ. As a starting group with a limited budget, it's best to hire a novice staffer for now. Let's start by hiring a manager to help us with some business deals. Select either a sales manager or a production manager. What do they do? What's the difference between a sales and a production? I guess we'll take a sales manager. Now our new staff needs a place to work. Let's go back to and build an office. Click on an unused area and then click office. Grab the staffer's card and chuck her in there. If staffers aren't assigned to a particular task, they will automatically generate research points. Now that you've hired a staff, they'll generate research points whenever they're not working on an assigned task. I've got to fucking turn this music down. Literally activating my migraine. An American Redditor, you know. Wait, she plays video games and likes football? It looks like you already have some research points. Let's go spend them. Didn't mean to click that. Here you can hover over each type of research point and see how many research points your staffers are passively generating each day. You can also buy research by clicking on the buy icon. Let's spend some of your manager research points. Okay. I've got 387 points. Buy 500 research points. Wait. What am I doing? Clicking this. You can spend manager research points to unlock different marketing options or unlock different types of business contracts. Okay. Well, I can't though. I need 432 points. I've got 387. It looks like you don't have enough research points to unlock anything. You can generate more research points passively or buy them from the previous menu. Alright, well, let's go. Takayanagi. Irie. I mean, she is smashing it. Oh, here we go. I can unlock something. Single. Love, rebelling, partying, loneliness, friends, regret, happiness, politics. Media genre. Interviews. Unlocked. I don't know what that means, but... She needs... What do we need? We need money, right? You just gotta wait it out. And what do I need? 432. Coming up. Let's unlock the photo shoot. Once you've unlocked an item with research points, you can spend more research points to level it up in the future. Note that certain items have separate... This game is intense. This is a long tutorial. I thought it was just going to be like, look, there's a girl. Now make them dance, you know. Unlock TikTok dancing for extra boost views. For example, unlocking the variety show business contract requires that your group have a certain number of fans and fame. Let's go back to the previous menu. For different staff types can be used to research different items. For example, you'll use music research points to unlock different musical genres and dance research points to unlock different styles of choreography. We have a manager working for you. Let's have her make some business proposals. Click on the staffer's office and select business proposal. It will take some time for her to finish. Remember that you can always fast forward to make time progress faster. Yeah, but what if in that time I get to know Okuhara? And what if in that time we get to know all these girls? Let's go for coffee. Casual conversation. How have you been, Okuhara? Okuhara Saika waxes fanatical about her favourite food and talks about what her childhood dreams were. You also find out that Okuhara has a poster of Leif Erikson in her bedroom. Fuck is Leif Erikson? I mean, it's got to be from Vinland Saga and not... It's the old man from Vinland Saga. It's the old man from Vinland Saga, it is. It's this fucking character. I mean, you know. Wait, you like my favorite anime too? Let's get to know this one then. Hajime. He likes older men. I mean, Hikir can't hold his fucking erection down, you know. Just so creepy, it's unbelievable. Chida, what have you been up to? Chida Maho gives a brief summary of a TV show that she saw last night and talks about what her childhood dreams were. You also find out that Chida Maho dreams of being reincarnated as a tree. I mean, what do you do when someone says that to you, you know? Oh. Okay. That's great. Business deal. Each client will be looking for an idol who's good in a particular stat. You get to choose which idol participates. You have 3 options. How good the rewards are depend on how good the idol is in the desired stat that the client is looking for. Your staffer can try and negotiate a better rate. The number of times you can negotiate is based on the staffer's deal stat. Renegotiating the deal can result in a better or worse result. The results are random with the odds of success determined by the staffer's deal's stat. Once you have an outcome you like, click the accept button. I move this. Alright. Weekly Young. His favorite fucking magazine. Is looking for a girl to do a cool Photoshop for the next issue of their magazine. Yeah, they're all cool, aren't they? 78, 16. Oh no, just her. She's cool. Times 1.28. Stamina minus 27 for her though. I mean, negotiations. Accept. You can also have a staffer automatically generate business proposals. What does the manager expect when he's talking to Belly at Dark Stealth Session? Like, I want to reincarnate as a tree. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. When you're speaking to a 20-year-old, it is hilarious. They're just like, I like it when the sky is above us. I like it when the sky is above us. You know what I mean? It's why I don't understand these relationships when like a 40-year-old man is in a relationship with a 20-year-old. I'm not saying that there aren't situations where that is impossible, you know? I'm not one of these people that just writes that off immediately. I just feel like it's got to be so rare. Because yeah, you can be 40 years old and you can find a 20-year-old attractive. They can be very pretty. They look to me, they always look a bit too young now. They just still look kind of like teenagers, and it's kind of weird. But sometimes, you know, there's some grey area that I'll allow, because a lot of people write that shit off just instantly, don't they? But the thing that gets me is that I very, very rarely meet someone under the age of like 25 who I can hold a conversation with that doesn't eventually feel like I'm having the most boring conversation with a child. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, oh my God, you don't know anything. It's like, what do you have in common? You can talk about very surface level things easily, but you're never going to have a deeper conversation or a meaningful conversation, because there's only so many life experiences that you can fit into 20 years old that you can carry forward and still be conversing about in an interesting and nourishing way when you're 40. And you can have a lot of crossover with stuff, and it's not like you can't be you're not 20. Some 20-year-olds are very insightful and have a lot to offer, but like, really, for a long term, it's just really difficult. Eventually you hit a fucking ceiling, I find, when speaking to people that are like quite young. But I mean, some guys just don't give a fuck, do they? Oh Christ, this has been going that whole time. I mean, obviously some guys are just creepy, but you know. She's got a 6 in smart. Yeah, that's true. My partner is 10 years younger than I, but I'm incredibly immature for a 39. Yeah, I mean, 10 years is fine. I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not one of these people that does that thing, you know. I think that there are plenty of examples of people that are in relationships with some age gaps where they get on and it works. But my God, for the most part, you know, I feel like, and 10 is not that big of a deal, I don't think. Not unless they are 10, you know what I mean? If you're 39 and they're 29, that's fine. I think, I don't know if I could be in a relationship with someone that's 27. I think they'd really have to be They sort of would have had to have been through some shit, I think, for me to feel like they aren't just going to ditch me in 5 years. I feel like, yeah. I don't know. You can also have a staffer automatically generate business proposals. Click on the staffer and select the auto proposals option. When this box is ticked, the staffer will automatically generate business proposals whenever she isn't working on anything else. This means she won't generate research points. Different types of business proposals have different benefits. You can click on the staffer's office and choose a preferred proposal type for her to focus on, or among the business you can do with it. Photo shoots. Can you click multiple? No, just whatever. What's up, Thunder? Thank you so much for the 61 months, my friend. You've been using a lot of the menu tabs, like the idle stuff and activities. Did you know that you can switch between the menu tabs using the keyboard? Don't care, not gonna. Let's return to the default agency view. To close the current tab, you can click X icon or the keyboard escape. On the default agency view, you can get an overview of how many research points you currently have. Fucking tons of them. You can use buttons as shortcuts for activities like promotion, performance, and spa treatment. Wait, where is my idols? Is one of them injured? Not injured. Stamina down. Where's her stamina? Oh, she hasn't done it yet, I'm guessing. These daily activities can also be triggered using keyboard shortcuts. You can view pending tasks. It looks like there's a story event waiting for you. Progressing through the game's story will require you to complete objectives, which are detailed here. Meeting the requirements for a story task doesn't automatically trigger the event. You'll need to come back to this screen and click on the story task when you're ready to advance. But be warned, the world marches to the beat of its own drum, and sometimes certain story events will happen automatically. In addition to story tasks, sometimes characters will give you the optional task to complete, which will appear on the screen. If you socialize with an idol and ask her about wishes, it will show up as a task here. You might also get a task if you take out a loan from a certain someone. The devil. This is the longest tutorial ever. It's been an hour. Like with story events, you'll need to come back to this screen and click on the task after the meeting requirements to complete the task. If you ever get stuck and aren't sure how to progress the story, you can always come back to this screen to view the requirements for the next story event. It's time to hire a dance staffer. Click on the staff tab. Hire. You can choose from novice, professional, and expert. More experienced staffers cost more money. Hire this dance coach. Now our new staffer needs a place to work. Let's go back to the main agency menu and build an office for her. Click on an unused space and click dance room. Let's go with underneath. Grab the staffer's card from the staff tab and drag her into the thing. If staffers aren't assigned a particular task, they will generate research points. Time to hire a music staffer. Let's hire a voice or music producer. Is this him? Is this the guy? Voice coach. Gotta be right. Dance coaches and vocal coaches can help others improve their dance and vocal stats. Let's have your dancer coach an idol. Go to the idol tab. I mean, I'm sort of picking up what I can do in the game. So she needs to learn how to dance. Oh, no, that's vocal. Shit. Oh well. You also need to learn how to dance anyway, so. The staffer can only coach an idol if the staffer's coaching stat is higher than the idol stat. For example, a dance staffer with a coaching stat of 20 won't be able to coach an idol whose dance stat is 20 or higher. Well, what? What are you? Max coaching level 40. I don't think anyone's a 40. Actually, no, the main character is. Rest suck. Okay, and you're probably the same, I'm guessing. 40. Vocal 36. This will probably take her up to 40. Hi, Gary.
Oh, let me tell you something, the Wednesday game's been cancelled again because of the weather. It's too sunny out.
Lovely weather today. How How to. Remember How To? Tom Bacon's. Remember How To? What a show. And he at the beginning he would go, how, like a Native American. So racism. When you go outside and the sun is shining and it's a nice day, mood boost. Why do I live in this country? I need to move to Spain. I'm going to be trying to see if we can survive the fight we are in with the vampires in the dragon cult base. Alright. Good luck. Dragons and vampires sounds like a deadly mix. You can click on a staffer's room and select auto practice to have them automatically coach idols whenever they're not working on anything else. Staffers won't generate research points when coaching. I don't know which is more beneficial, you know, yet. To produce a single, you need to have hired a dance staffer, a music staffer, and a manager staffer. What are you? Sales manager. You must also go to the research tab and unlock at least one lyric type, marketing strategy, choreography, and genre of music. Fuck me. Okay. Let's unlock a lyric type. It has to be Friends for your opening song, doesn't it? And then Love. Okay. And then digital release. And we're looking pretty good. So marketing strategy, choreography, style, and genre of music. Right, so we need them to be researching while we wait. Let's hang out with this girl for a little bit. Let's grab a coffee with her. Casual conversation. How have you been, Habu? Habu talks nostalgically about an old TV show she used to watch as a kid and talks about what her childhood dreams were. You also find out that her father works as an editor at a shonen manga magazine. Which one? Yeah, my father's the guy that created Bleach. Huh? Alright, research. So these guys are now researching. They've done their training with the girls. How do we know how well the girls did? Dance. Vocal went up by 1. Okay, so it goes up by 1 each time. Okay, it's not a lot. Now we need media music. I don't know what that is. This manager is working on different things, isn't she? Photo shoot. Weekly play boss. He's looking for a girl to do a pretty photo shoot for the next issue of their magazine. Pretty 65, pretty 25, pretty 16.
Dog rough. She's fucking dog rough. I ain't taking pictures of her. She'll crack the lens if I point it at her fucking face.
Right, it has to be the superstar. You know? Alright, how do I fucking get her to stop auto doing this shit again? It feels like we're in the game, but we're not. I'm almost tempted to finish the tutorial and restart, you know? Alright, choreographer. Hold up. Choreographer. Cute, cool, sexy, elegant, energetic, street, experimental. What are we as a group here? Where are the idols? Which one's the idol tab? Oh, this one. They're not very cute. Not very cool. Not very sexy. Not very pretty. They're not good at dancing. They're pretty funny. They're pretty funny, and they're better at singing than dancing. There isn't funny on here. So let's go with experimental. We have to. We have no choice. We have no choice but to go with experimental. And then music style. What does avant-garde mean? What's enka? Traditional. Definitely not. Because they're funny, aren't they? We're just going to go with pop. Okay. You must also go... Okay, done. It's also a good idea to wait until your group has some fans who will be willing to buy the single. Lacking fans? Try doing some promotion under the activities tab. It's time to create your first single. Open the singles tab and click new single. First and pop. This is the song we're going to release. You know, idle time. New single. Super choosing a name. You can choose a name for your single or click the randomization icon. Call of the Future. That is perfect. Call of the Future by Bum. Hey, did we hire a guy that can like make sure that Bum doesn't translate to anything weird in the Western countries? No? Okay. Marketing. Digital only release is the only one we can do. Genre, pop, the only one we can do. Lyrics, friends. And then choreography, experimental. Experimental does not vibe well with teen. We're actually going pretty hardcore. Hardcore young adult. I mean, sounds like a Pornhub search, you know? Click continue after you're done setting up your single. Formation. It's time to choose which idols will participate in the single. Select an idol and drag it to the formation screen. I mean, you know. The group's stats will be based on the stats of the idols participating in the single. Idols closer to the center of the formation will contribute more. I want them all in the single. We can't put them all in. The team chemistry stat is based on how well the idols in the formation are getting along with each other, and putting a bully in the formation can never negative effect. Being chosen as a center can also boost an idol's individual career. Is one of your idols wishing to be a center? I mean, we know who the center is, you know. No doubt about it.
Yosh! 嬉しい!
Team chemistry 100. Vocal and dance 53. Cool 51. Now that all of the hard choices have been made, it's time to produce your single. You'll need to have your character write the lyrics, have a music staffer work on the song, have a dance staffer do the choreography, and a manager staffer create the marketing plan. Success on the single will depend on their stats. Start by dragging the single into your office to work on the lyrics. Completing all of the production tasks associated with the single will take some time. Okay. Oh, I just have to wait. Can we, while they're doing that, train the girls a little bit? She needs dancing really badly. And you might as well work on some vocal shit while you're in there. I just remember, by the way, that the reason we're playing this game is because none of you suggested a better one, and I had to come up with it by myself, and I hate you all for it. And I took that personally. Again, wait, how exhausted are they? They're fine. Dance more. Sing more. You gotta work, girls. We have a single to release. Call of the Future drops any day now. The biggest single to hit Japan since that one song. Drag your single into the other offices to have your staffers work on it. Can't. Working on the song right now. And while they're doing that, we're going to have you train in dancing. Riveting content. Oh, everyone's a fucking critic, aren't they? Just you wait till your character shows up in Wild RP. I'm going to send you a fucking DM with a full-blown criticism of them. See how you like it. Thanks for the money. Alright. You have got another photo shoot. Negotiate it. Negotiate more. And then we'll go for proposals. We need money and fans for the upcoming single release. Let's have the other one dance. You need to dance better. Let's hang out with this one. Let's hang out with her. See what. Just see what she's been up to. I don't know. I'm not trying to build up weird, creepy influence to use against her. And now, Habu, suck my dick, Gary. You remember that from Team America? And now, Gary, suck my dick. Whatever he said when he got in the car. So weird. It's time to have some casual conversation with her. Do you want to talk about anything in particular, or are you just here to chat? Habu shares her opinions about some recent gossip and shares an embarrassing story from her past. Cool. Now this one is the problem child. We need to hang out with her a bit as well. Just in case, because we need to find out what she's up to. Right, time to work on the choreo for that one. And then this one needs to learn how to sing better. I'll keep an eye on their stamina. This one's kind of tired. Casual conversation. Level 1 friendship with Cheetah. Cheetah gives a brief summary of a TV show she saw last night and talks a bit about her childhood. You also find out that Cheetah still carries a Game Boy Advance in her bag. The perfect woman. Wait, she likes games? I'm playing one right now! We're the same! I think I just fell in love. Practice again. What happens if I drag you in here? Nothing. Might as well get to know this one as well. Wait, are you telling me that we're really similar and we're in love? Sure you can. Level 1 friendship with all of them now. Okuhara gives a detailed description of what she ate for breakfast. Ah, the most boring person. And I had some beans, and on the plate was some toast and some sausages. There was some egg on there as well. And briefly mentions a run-in she recently had with a childhood friend. What's his fucking name? You also find out she has an older brother who works as a shoujo manga artist. Okay. What shoujo? Like not shonen. Not shitty shonen. You are going to do another photo shoot for Young Gang. Get out there and work on it. Now, how do I make the girls do a spa treatment? Because one of them's absolutely knackered. Hold on. Let's do that while we're here. Did I level it up or do it? I don't understand what's happening. God damn it. I don't understand what's happened there. Call of the Future are working on the marketing now. How do we make them do a spa day? Just gives all of them 2 points. A physical stamina back. That doesn't seem like a lot, does it? How much is that fucking setting me back every time? 15 grand? How else do they recover stamina? That seems horribly dangerous. Your single is now ready for release. Click the release button. Let's go, baby. Call of the Future. Hit with the female hardcore young adults. Didn't get to read any of it so quick. Obscurity bonus 1. New hardcore fans. 19 new fans. Alright. Is that it? That's the end? Is the tutorial over? Okay. Oh.
Yo.
Hey, thought I'd stop by. I can see by the binders on your desk that you've been consulting some of the business notes I gave you. That's good.
Part of the binder mentioned you by name. So suspicious and weird. Who wrote these business tips?
I told you already. They were written by one of my former associates. I trusted them enough to run several of my business operations, and they did quite well. So any advice they have is probably worth taking. I hope they're not saying anything bad about me.
Okay. Now what? Right, we need more fans, guys. We need to do some stuff here. Activities, promotion. 35 fans will allow us. Oh, we need to launch an internet show. We've got the fans for it. We've got 62%, 62 fans. They're kind of all over the place. The performance gives us yen, which we are sorely in need of. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is make a new show, like one of those fucking shit idol shows. Okay. I guess we're just in the game now. Okay. We got, what was this one? A production manager? And sales manager, what's the difference? There's a dressing room. And a doctor. They have their own personal doctor. I mean, completely unnecessary. Clicked the button and clicked out of the screen and clicked almost ended the stream. Okay. First of all, let's look at research. Because they've all got points to spend. He's got tons. Let's unlock happiness. Let's unlock. Need more fame for these. Individual handshake event, group handshake event, ad campaign. Lewd PV. What's a PV? I mean, of course, so Japan, you know. I mean, guys. Our group is what? They're pretty cool, right? And then who doesn't love a bit of EDM? A lewd promotional video? I mean, for fuck's sake. Oh, we need to release 5 singles. She's gonna collapse. How do we get her to relax? Oh my god. She needs to recover physical stamina. I don't really know how to do that. I mean, you gotta learn how to dance.
はじめ
And you gotta learn how to sing.
やるせ
This costs 15 yen a pop every time. Now I can level up this. I want to level up this. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Producer?
Oh, it's you. Hello, sir. What is it?
Oh, don't worry. You can call me by my name. Oh, all right then. Are you sure that's all right? I'm not really in the habit of addressing superiors by their given name, so I might slip back into habit. I hope that's not a problem. So Japanese. Anyway, I wanted to ask you about a few things. Specifically, we need to get a set of guidelines for how the girls behave and how events are run. It can be chaotic if things aren't consistent. I think it's best to have a set policy in place so that everyone is working with the same rule book.
What policies do you recommend?
Well, I'm not sure I'd recommend any specific set of policies. Different organizations have different set of rules, and each set of rules has its own pros and cons. The policies that BUM will have is part of what is set apart from other groups. Of course, it's nothing set in stone. You can always change your mind if you don't like the current set of policies. In fact, it's pretty common for new groups to be flexible when they first start off and adapt their policies depending on what seems to work best. The longer you stick with a given policy, the more people come to expect certain things from you. When an organization gains more of a reputation and people get more used to running things a certain way, changing policies can take a while and you might have to wait longer for the benefits to show up. But since we're a young organization and we have time to change things around, so if you're unsure, no need to stress over a particular policy decision. So difficult to say. You can always adjust it later. Sorry, that was probably a bit more of an explanation than you needed.
The policy.
What kind of business proposals do you think would be the most promising?
Variety shows.
Variety show appearances don't pay very much for a new upstart group like ours, but they're a good source of exposure. Plus, they're one-time deals.
But we're funny. We're funny group. We're funny group. We're funny.
Right, shall I focus on greatest variety show appearances?
Yes.
わかりました
All right. Of course, it never hurts to change things up depending on what direction the company is going, so you can always adjust their policy later. Of course, what I might be focused on getting a certain business, I'll be sure to make sure to...
すみません
Sorry if I sounded like I was second guessing you there, but... Recently, I've been thinking of the branding of BUM. What kind of vibe do you want people to associate with our group?
Funny.
素晴らしいです
A comedy focus group, huh? That could be fun. All right, another branding question. It's about the kind of fans we're trying to attract. What kind of image are we trying to project?
Rebellious.
わかりました
Interesting choice. A rebellious image will make it harder to get good business proposals, but projecting an aura of rebelliousness should make us more appealing to younger fans. And that kind of image also seems to be popular among female fans as well. Okay, now for a question about screening incoming talent. We can conduct background checks during the recruitment process. A more rigorous background check will make the recruitment process more expensive, but it can help filter out more of the bad apples. How extensive do you want our background checks to be?
わ
Extensive.
かりました
Spare no expense, huh? Well, it certainly won't be cheap, but it should drastically decrease the chance that we inadvertently hire someone who has skeletons in their closet.
If there's one thing I know about idol groups, it's that when someone finds out that actually they're, you know, some sort of scandalous individual, it's all over. It can ruin the whole company.
Metaphorically speaking, of course, no screening process is perfect. We also need to talk about social media, since anything that Idols posts online is going to reflect on the organization. Part of the Idols contract allows us to set rules governing their public social media use. What kind of policy do you want regarding social media?
Pre-moderated
いいで
posts.
すね
Ah, so all the girls' posts have to be approved before they can be posted.
Yes.
I think we can get a system in place for that. Smart thinking. Most of the benefits of social media while reducing the chance of something scandalous being posted. On a related note, we should figure out how to do what allowing doodly do.
Controlled
いい
streams.
ですね
Alright, you know, I have heard that some streamers collect donations from viewers.
Oh, the icon scandal. I'll never get over it. I'll never get over it. Literally the greatest group. And they come second, didn't they? Well, Icon didn't even win the show they were on. It was whatever the other fucking group is called that no one cares about because of the fucking guy that leads the group. And now he's that incredibly famous and in every single show, and I haven't watched anything from any, you know what I mean.
Alright, you know, I have had some streamers collect donations from viewers and actually make a bit of inside income for it, but it's a lot, but it's...
Yes, One Direction, that famous group from Korea that me and Florence are clearly talking about. Yep. Oh, you remember when we watched that Korean TV show, whatever it was called, and Icon came second in it, and obviously the ones that won were One Direction when they won that fucking show.
Romance can have an effect on the idol's life based their emotional highs and lows in the dating scene, and while romance can boost someone's self-esteem, it could easily end up being...
No romance. Dating policy. Dating policy. Forbidden.
いいですね
One more specific salaries. One thing I've been thinking about is proactively offering the talent pay rises in order to keep them satisfied. That way, is right now the only idol salary can do changes of beautiful as me to over. Yeah, you can
keep idol satisfaction at
わ
high
かりまし
levels.
たね
Hey, boss. Are you... Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting
え
anything?
構いませんよ
Not at all. We were just wrapping up discussion of the group's policies. Hey, that's good thinking. Have you set any policies on things like event security? No, actually, but that's a great point. In fact, we should probably decide that right now. Yeah, we need to figure out a security policy. Is going to be at events where the idols interact with fans. Hardcore fans don't like seeing security guards everywhere, but having good security in place will make the girls feel safer. What kind of normal?
わかりました
Got it. While we're on the topic of live events, I've been focusing on dance choreography. More specifically, I've been thinking about clothing choices and how skirts can make certain kinds of wardrobe accidents more likely. Depending on the dance moves, fans might see a bit more than we want them to see, if you get my drift. There it is. I'm sure that hardcore fans would get a huge kick out of seeing the girls in short skirts, but less hardcore fans aren't into that kind of thing.
We're a comedy group, okay? We don't need lewds. We don't need lewds. I mean, short skirts with safety shorts is pretty much the industry standard.
それよ
One last thing. My voice hurts. I know it's kind of a subjective question, but when it comes to live performances, which do you think is better, quality or energy? In Japan, it's energy. In Korea, it's quality. But I think we're gonna go with balance
わかった。
because we're neither. We're just a comedy group. A more balanced approach is better in the long term. Of course, if you ever change your mind, you can change it. I'll draft the.
ありがとうございま
Thanks
す
for。your time. Bye. This is what table story meetings are like, by the way. Me sitting there going, while PB Whack and Frank are like, Brad, we love you so much and you're in charge of everything and we're going to ask your opinion and we need to know if we can change our policies. And I'm like, I don't care. Get the fuck away from me. It's not true. I probably do the least. They all work so much harder than I do. I'm a piece of shit.
Yo.
Bad person. Hey, just wanted to see how you were doing. How's your first week on the job been? Fine. Glad to hear it. Knew you'd be a natural at this. Anyway, you might be interested to know that I recently tapped into my professional network and managed to get you a small mention on a local news broadcast. I also talked to several folks who run businesses in the area and got them to put up promotional materials for a while. It's not exactly making the big time, but it will at least get the attention of people who are nearby. That's generous of you. Suspicious of you. Hey, I'm a stakeholder. What's good for you is good for me, right? Of course, I want to help you succeed. I can't do this sort of thing all the time, but I want to make sure that you have a successful launch. And on a more personal level, I figure that if you know, I'll do it going right by you, do right by me, you dig? Can you dig it? Relationships are a two-way street. I'm hoping that in the future you'll be in a position to return the favor. Of course, I don't mean to make this seem like a bigger deal than it is. A satnav. More people in the area are going to have an awareness of your group. That doesn't automatically turn them into fans, but it does mean that when you promote the group, people will be more likely to pay attention. You might gain more fans than you would ordinarily thanks to the temporary sociopath. A sociopath. Ditto for performances. People are likely to have a group more than here recently. Anyway, the honeymoon period won't last forever. Try to make the most of it. Okay. I mean, just comes in to say nothing at all, you know. An investor. Oh, is it an investor coming in and saying absolutely nothing of worth whatsoever? Okay, how do we build our stamina back up? Let's make a new single. Fuck it. Randomized. She said you're a troublemaker. No. Honey, I'll love you forever. No. It's going to be an EDM track. Bittersweet Soul. No. She loves he's a troublemaker. Yes. That's an EDM song right there. So removes physical costs associated with physical releases. Fine. Digital release only. EDM. Oh, we need this rebelling. We need rebelling. We need rebelling. We're a rebel group. How do I get it again? God damn it. How do I do it? In here? In here. Rebelling. Single. New single. Summer of Dance. Storm for the Moves. Name for It All. Song of Endless Summers. Baby Hold Me. Honey, Can You Feel It? More music. He Heard I'm Going to Get You. Songs of a Fall. The most. Songs of a Fall was written by Buzz. Songs of a Fall. Where is it? Yeah. Banger. Dude, one of my favorite songs of all time. Buzz Thorn. Oh. So good. Absolute banger, dude. Anyway, we don't make those kinds of songs here. Song of the Good Life. Shapes of Midnight. Top of My Obsession. He thinks he hurt you. I heard he loves me. He heard she's in love. Paradise of my story. Breath of my silence. Crazy music. Digital release. About rebelling. Cool dancing. Okay. 35% teen. Minus 5% Matt. We're actually appealing to girls with this group, which I wasn't expecting to do, but it's what we're doing. Slightly younger audience. Big. We got some hardcore fans coming in. Potentially. What are the trends? No idea. Habu at the front, of course. Cheetah on the left. Akuhara on the right. Sure. Let's go. Let's work on the lyrics first. You doing it? I can't tell. We have a photo shoot. If she does it, she's going to collapse. So, a cool photo shot. Cool is 16 on you, 23 on you. Let's just accept it and we'll send the other one in. We sort of just have to keep doing that when we can. How do I... You've ruined sitting on the dock of the bay for me. I heard it in a film the other day and couldn't think of the real lyrics. Yep. You can really blame Emma for that. She sang that every time I heard it. Really is an Emma meme, but I'll take it. I'll take the fame. I'll take the attention. What am I trying to do? Right, you need to learn how to dance. You'll be at a 20 after this, which will be nice. And then I think we're alright for a bit. Dance room, dressing room. Break room. This is what we fucking need. Christ. Get in there. Can we put the idols in there? Oh, I didn't read what it does. Didn't read what it does at all. 5 idols with the lowest physical stamina restore 5 points of it one day. Okay, so it's a passive thing. Brilliant. Okay, that's what we needed, a break room. Crazy music. Crazy music. And AOA song. We're funny, okay? We're making Giddle. Her dance is now at 20, but it's still in the red, apparently. Cool. Great. You dance now? Let's have a look at some of this other shit here. Oh, there is a story thing to do. Knock knock. Mind if I step in for a moment? It's good to see you. Oh, no need to roll out the red carpet for me today. Such an investor. The most sociopath. I'm here to let you know about an opportunity that I found out about. See, I have a friend who works as a TV producer. They're always looking to fill programming slots, things like quiz shows, that sort of thing. I managed to plant the idea in her head that it would be a good idea to have a quiz show where producers for different idol groups compete against each other, folks such as yourself. Sounds horrible. What's the catch? Always looking for the caveat, huh? That skeptical instinct will serve you well. But it's nothing too serious. They just want to make sure that the people they're featuring have a certain amount of clout. To put it in more concrete terms, you'd need to have enough talent on board to justify calling it an actual idol group. 3 idols as a group, 2 idols as company, and anything less than that you're playing with yourself. I see Bum has 3 members already, so you're already big enough. Also, you need to release a single. You don't have to top the charts or anything like that. Just have a physical CD that people can go out and purchase. But the next thing's a digital release. Plus, it will give you something to promote on the show. I see you already released a single. Okay. Well. Anyway, it's clear that you've met the bare minimum qualifications. So passive-aggressive to justify appearing on TV. So congrats on that. Are you free any time next week? If not, clear your schedule because that's when the taping is planned. Well, it sounds like you signed me up regardless. So. Sounds like you signed me up already, haven't you? It's a bet it didn't save anything. Oh, thank God. Kuna yucky, yucky. Don't know the words. No, at all. Something sarangye. I would type them for you, bro. Don't bother. Don't bother, I won't remember. I think we need... I don't know what the point of the media genres are. I forgot. They when they show me too much in one go in a tutorial, I'm only going to retain a bit of it. Aaron Black yesterday, desperately trying to teach me something. Doing his absolute damnedest to teach me something. Me. Ah. Well, you can learn some new music, huh? No, almost. Oh, it's paused for fuck's sake. Right, what's this? Cancel activity. Okay, oh, she's doing that. Okay, she's now at dance 20, vocal 21. So you need to learn how to sing.
Yes.
No, you can't do anything. Okay, I was going to go on a date with her. Lyrics are written. Okay, that means you can come up with the choreography. I'm going to hang out with this one a little bit. It's time for crazy music. Operating at such a massive loss, it's unbelievable. I think I should be doing more of these promotions, performances and stuff, right? Alright, casual, talk about her wishes, talk about the group, influence, talk about graduation. Let's talk about her wishes. What do I want? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Abu I wants to host her own show. That's what I'm talking about. That's my goal. That's my goal. We're gonna sort that out for you, trust me. Trust me, we're gonna sort that out for you. Young gangs looking for a cute photo shoot. Negotiate because you're getting the best girl, except I don't understand what the thing with negotiations was, by the way, but we gotta do another performance, guys. I know you're getting tired, but... Excuse me, sir. I just received a phone call from Fujimoto-san's office. From the sounds of things, you're going to make a television appearance in 1 week. I also received an email directly from the studio with the details of the location of the shoot. Apparently, it's some kind of quiz show where you'll be competing against the producers of other idol groups. I'm actually somewhat unfamiliar with the local station that's recording the show. Not super familiar, but I may have watched it a few times after work, and I took the liberty of watching a few clips that have been circulated online. The biggest fan in the world. Since it's a quiz show, I figured you might want a quick primer on what to expect. If you'd like, I could give you some pointers based on my somewhat limited exposure. Sure. One of the things I've noticed about this show is that they really like to do variants of the Newlywed Game. Uh-oh. Gonna create his own scandal live. What's that? Yes, the Newlywed Game is an apparently old television game show where the recently married couples would answer questions that were supposed to test how well they knew each other. For example, the host might ask the couple, what is the first song that the two of you danced to? Then the host would see if the husband and wife gave different answers. They're going to ask me questions on what the girls have told me, and I can't remember any of it. Can you tell them I'm on lots of SSRIs? Hey, can you tell them I'm on lots of SSRIs? I don't remember anything. It's not a personal thing. I can't remember. I don't remember how to spell my own name. If I had to guess, the host will probably be asking you questions to see how well you know about the idols. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll study. Spend some time with them. You can locate and drag them into the office. Okay, yeah. Well, I've been spending loads of time with them. I know everything about them. Wants to host her own show. Socialise with an idol. Right, well, let's socialise with a different one.
始め
while we wait. What's going on here? Have you done this? You got to work on the song, bro. And then you can work on your dancing. while we wait. Let's find out. Let's just casual converse with her. I don't know which. I sort of remember the answers they gave, but I don't remember which one was which. You know, like one of them had a fucking poster of Leaf. But Bomb is looking for a cute girl to do a photo shoot. I was sending in you. At the entrance to the studio. Oh my god. Hello there. You must be Mr. Wote. Charmed, I'm sure. Thank you so much for coming by. I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. Uh-oh. This is the game show. Uh-oh. I'm not ready. Let me explain how things will work here. You're one of 4 different idol group producers we've invited to the studio. We're going to have separate recordings with each of you, where we hit you with a series of questions about your idol group. If you're not one of the top 2, you go home early, of course. I'm sure you want to do your best to try and win the prize. What's the prize? There you go, pretending like you've forgotten. You just wanted to give me a chance to brag about it, right? Well, it's Weekly Idol, yeah. Well, of course, we're looking to fill a primetime programming slot with a live broadcast musical performance. If you manage to win and beat out the other producers, here your group will get some much-needed airtime. No, it's not. It's the other one. Oh, it's the other one that ends up being Top of the Pops at the end of the show. Haha, of course, that's why you're here, right? Hoping to win the grand prize? Anyway, your segment is the last one that we're going to tape, so I'll let you get to the green room. This green room isn't the most spacious. Normally we'd let you mingle backstage with the other contestants, but blah blah blah. Alright. In the hallway outside of the waiting room. Oh, it's her again. Hello, Mr. Woe. It's good to see you here. How do you know? Who are you? You haven't forgotten the first time we met, have you? If I recall correctly, I was the first one to offer you a proper welcome when you arrived at the bum office before you met Fujimoto. No, not knowing, bros. There was one where they would just like do a little stupid thing, and then at the end of it, they basically rolled them out into onto a stage. Whoever won and made them perform. I'm a bit miffed that you don't recognise me. Didn't you do any opposition research? Anyway, I just finished recording my segment. I got every question right, of course. But they select the top 2 competitors to compete head-to-head in the final rounds. If you do well enough, maybe you could come in second place behind me. There's no way I'm going to win this.
Yo.
Hey there, mind if I squeeze in? Man, this waiting room is cramped. I think that they squeezed you in a closet. I get this is where you get recording decisions still as exposure. Are you going to ready to knock them dead? I'm not sure about my chances of winning. Well, there's 4 competitors, so statistically you have a 25% chance. Of course, it's just a local affiliate. It's a bit shy of a nationwide broadcast, but everyone has to start somewhere. I have to admit, it's a pretty genius move the TV stations by. Instead of having to pay big bucks for a musical guest show, they just contact smaller groups and then have them win airtime. If anyone's going to get airtime, I hope it's Bum. That means you're ready to go. Okay, here we go. Hello everyone, I'm pleased to be sitting here with Mr. Wote, who is one of the brilliant creative minds behind Shamrock Ring. The idol group is actually called Bum. Oh my, lack of preparation has been exposed. Sorry folks. It's been a long day here in the studio, let's try that again. I'm pleased to be sitting here with Mr. Wote from Bum. Mr. Wote, if you had to pick one thing, what would you say is the best quality about the idols of Bum? They're visually appealing, they work really hard, they're talented performers. They work really hard. They're hard workers, eh? In that case, what do you say to the idea of giving them all a raise? Hard work ought to be rewarded, right? Let's announce it on air today. Everyone at Bum, your pay is officially doubled starting today. I'm joking, of course, Mr. Wote. We're so grateful you took the time to sit with us today, being that you've spent so much time working with Bum over the past few weeks. I'm sure you'll be the foremost expert on them, right? So without further ado, let's move on to the first round of the quiz. Which of these girls is not an idol who works for Bum? Shimizu Arisu. Haha, of course Shimizu doesn't work for Bum. That's because Shimizu is my daughter. I'd have quite a bone to pick if she started pursuing a life in showbiz. Why, she might become my competition, and more competition is the last thing that I need. Besides, she's my own daughter, and I'd much rather see her pursue a useful career rather than waste her life trying to become an idol. I mean, just ripping. Shut up, Lollip. That's one question down. Next question. Bum's most recent single, Call of the Future. What are the lyrics of that song about? Rebelling. Right? Yeah. Was it Friends? Oh, because it's not the new single. It's not out yet. Wait. We've got a new single that I thought was out. Mr. Word, I'm surprised to see you get this wrong, especially considering the accredited songwriter on this song. Could it be that you're somewhat phony who slaps everything that comes out of Bum with it regardless of whether you're... I'm sure you write so many... One song. We've released one. It's time to test how well you know the idols themselves. I'm sure you want the world to get to know the girls of Bum, so it's time for you to show us how well you've already gotten to know them. Another multiple choice question. This question is about Cheetah Maho, one of the 3 statements which is true about her. Enjoys listening to podcasts in languages she doesn't understand. Dreams of being reincarnated as a tree. Can juggle up to 8 objects at once. That's right, she dreams of being reincarnated as a tree. What an eclectic group of idols Bum must be. I'm sure the members of our audience are all charmed to learn such an interesting fact about one of its members. I suppose the real question would be how you came to know about Miss Maho. Is this the kind of thing that you ask questions about during the interviewing process? That seems a bit personal for my taste. That's accusatory. That brings us to the quiz to an end. Since you're the last one we're quizzing, we're prepared to announce right now who will be advancing to the final round. Mr. Wout, you will be advancing. Thank God for that. Let's talk to Shabui. I mean, we need to change our name to Shabui. How do I do that? Shabui. This isn't a thing I can click. Alright, let's just carry on with the quiz. Hey, good job out there. Are you ready for the next round? I'm ready to win. I like the attitude, but there's been a slight change of plans. How best to explain this? You know how the prize for winning this quiz show is getting airtime for a live performance. It's a decent opportunity, but there are better opportunities. I think I managed to find a better spot. You see, National Broadcasting Corporation runs a similar live performance event. They're looking to promote some up-and-coming talent, and an idol group like Bum would fit the bill. And, well, I pulled in some favours and managed to get you airtime there. The agreement isn't finalised, but it's basically a sure deal at this point. There's just one problem. The National Broadcasting Corporation gig would be at the same night as this local station would be airing. They're actually trying to counter-program the bigger show by putting on a similar show. It'd be better to have a larger platform so you actually don't need to win this quiz show. I'm going to try and win anyway. Fuck this. This is not how I operate. Yeah, I am going to sleep with all of the idols. But apart from that, I'm going to run this the way that I run my actual companies in real life. I'm not going to ditch the little fucking up-and-coming company that were being nice and giving us airtime, who have already announced that we're going to be there for the big national performance. Yeah, I thought you might say that. This is where things get a little sticky. See, when we signed you up to be on this quiz show, part of the paperwork that went along with it is a contract promising that Bum would be available for that specific broadcast slot in the event that you win. So if you win this quiz show, you'll be obligated to show up on the smaller network and we'll miss out on the bigger gig. Long story short, if you win the quiz show, you'll be missing out on a better opportunity. You see where I'm going with this? My professional advice to you would be to try and lose on purpose. I wish there was a way that we could do both gigs, or a way for you to play while winning in the bigger show, but on the way, no, I don't care about it. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm a sociopath. My name is Fujimoto, stands for Lollip. This is Lollip in real life. I know you're coming off a winning streak, but this should be pretty straightforward. Head to head combat, both you and the other contestant will be asked. Oh no, I'm not going to try and win. Listen, shut the fuck up. You big business socio. Lollipop J. Back in the studio, the host is waiting for you, accompanied by another familiar face. I heard you hung out with Dave, yeah. I'm jealous. Hello and welcome back to the show. We've narrowed the field down to 2 contestants. Why don't we have the 2 introduce each other? Hey everyone, I'm pleased to be here competing against Mr. Wout, who is representing the idol group Bum. technician standing next to the camera is holding up a cue card with the name and idol group of the other competitor. The rival's name is Yasuda Coconuts. The rival's group's name is Glace Breeze. No. What's the rival group name called? The choice is yours. Rival group name. Hits. I see where this is going. Fart. Piss. Sons of the Patriots. Food. Shits. Fucking Sim. Bim. I mean, the worst name of all time, you know? Or is it the Dallas Cowboys? Oh, fucking Zimzalabim, what a fucking song. The worst song of all time, Zimzalabim. The fucking Red Velvet. The lolly lay low. Zimzalabim. Okay, glad that just turned off. Zimzala. I mean, the worst song they ever put out. Red Velvet have got some great tracks as well, but easily the worst song they ever put out. No, there is no competitor. Yasuda Coconuts nods at you and flashes a winning smile at the camera. Thanks for the introduction. I'm glad to have this opportunity to present Zimzalabim to the world. Zimzalabim, Zimzalabim. That's how you have to say it, the whole thing like that. I'm looking forward to seeing Zimzalabim perform on television to an even bigger audience. Ho ho! The way you're talking, it sounds like you are assuming you've already won. Let's just say I'm very confident in the outcome of this competition. The worst type of people. Well, let's see how well placed that confidence is. All right, first question. The topic for the first question is tourism. At which of these 3 tourist destinations are you most likely to encounter Mount Fuji, Chirihama Beach, or the Yayama Tropics? Since Mr. Wout is fast from the buzzer, you get the chance to answer. The tourist destination most likely to have snow is... It's got to be Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji has snow for several months out of the year, and it can be especially cold near the summit. You should definitely bring a heavy jacket if you decide to visit in winter. 1 point to Mr. Wout. An impressive answer, Mr. Wout. I'm glad to see that my fellow competitor is performing so well. Sugoi. What amazing sportsmanship. Alright, time for the next question. That question might have been a bit challenging for you since it's about ecology. You both seem like the 2 kind of people who spend the most of their time in the city, so maybe this question is more your place because we're talking about the entertainment industry. What is the worst ever Red Velvet song? Pony Island Records is a well-respected name in what industry? Yasuda Coconut
Yes.
buzzes in. I think I know this one. I have a friend who recently started working with Pony Island Records and she's a dance choreographer, so I want to say dancing. Oh. What an interesting story, Ms. Yasuda. I wish your friend all the best in her endeavors and I wish you all the best in your attempt to win this quiz show. Unfortunately, that answer did not get you any closer to winning. The answer we were looking for is music. Pony Islands Records is a record label. I suppose it makes sense that they might work with the dance choreographers and promotional videos, but it's not the man I like your creative thinking, but it looks like Mr. Work gets the point for this round. Finally, we have one last question for you. What city is Tokyo Tower located in? Osaka. That's correct. 1 point to Mr. Wout. That brings this session to a close. I must admit, I was expecting a better performance from you, Miss Yasuda. What a letdown after such an impressive performance in the preliminary round. I know your audience certainly expected better from you. And yet, despite losing so resoundingly, you don't seem to be disturbed in the slightest. What is it that allows you to keep your cool after humiliating defeat? I guess I'm just naturally good under pressure. Oh. And yet you seem to have buckled under pressure. Don't you think you should have been a little more upset about the situation? Not to rub salt in your wounds, but the idols of Zimzalabim Zimzalabim have missed out on a big opportunity because of your loss today. I don't think the idols will much. She's tried to lose because she wants to take the other job. I've got lots of bigger and better things planned for Zimzalabim, and I'm looking forward to sharing the news with our fans at a later date. This idol producer seems a bit big for her britches. Losing a competition yet still claiming an upward trajectory. Yeah, she knows she's lost on purpose. Although Yasuda Coconut seems initially undisturbed by the loss, her host seems working under her skin. Earlier, you tried to pass off your loss as bad luck. Maybe the idols of Zimzalabim Zimzalabim would like to see you take proper responsibility for your loss today. You're right, I guess my wits were no match for Mr. White. Wow, Miss Yasuda has finally worked up the courage to admit her inferiority. I mean, this guy, you know. To change pace a bit, Mr. Work, congratulations, your hard work. Bum will now have the opportunity to perform on a live broadcast with our station. At least that's what I would be saying if it weren't for the fact that today's show has all been a ruse. Mr. Work, Ms. Yasuda, smile. You're on Chumps and Chuckles, and you've been pranked. Today's winner wins no prize, but you weren't trying to win, right? I mean, you know, this guy. This is Braid Woke. My God, you get what you deserve. Yeah, no. Fuck. The show doesn't exist either.
嘘でしょ
What? The show doesn't exist either? Sorry for misleading you about the setup for the show, but like I said, it's all about entertaining the audience, right? You have to admit it was pretty funny to see you and Miss Yasuda stumble over each other to try and get the questions wrong on purpose. I mean, I didn't do that. Because I'm the only person who played this game with a fucking soul. Yep. Bring her over here. Bring Lollip in. I'm gonna show you a soulless creature. Lollip, play this game. I want to see what answers you pick. Like I said before, a group of your size needs all the attention it can get. This was the best way I could think of to get you publicly, and a lot of people ended up tuning in, so I think this was good for Bum in the long run. Okay. Thanks for being a good sport about it.
What?
Fujimoto-san, what are you doing here? Miss Yasuda, fancy meeting you here. Did you set this up? Did you set this up to embarrass me? Not at all. I didn't even know that you would be here. So you being here is all because of Woke Braid, right? The fact that I happen to be involved is purely a coincidence. That's right. Funny coincidence. Well, whether this was intentional or not, do your best to stay out of my way. Of course. Coconut storms off. How do you know each other? You want to know how Miss Yasuda and I met? That's a long story, and I'm not sure it's my story to tell. Let's just say that she and I have previously encountered one another in a professional context. Anyway, you handled yourself well out there. Good job. I mean, I'm guessing she's the one that wrote all this shit, is she? Rank in the top 5 of the singles charts. Okay. Song recorded. Now it's time for the marketing to
開始します
begin. Now we need some money to do a performance. How are the girls doing? Are they exhausted? They're absolutely tip top. Which means you can work on your dancing
開始
while we wait. You and I can hang out
始め
while we wait. Talk about the group? No, let's have some casual conversation. Level 2. Just checking in. Shibui shares her opinions about some recent gossip and talks about the last time she talked with her family. Cool. That's great. Great news. What's this? This is the top 5. Zimzalabim, 8. Ranked in at 8th place. Any band, Orb for the Last Time, R&B. Invaded Paradise, Time for Your Machine, Avant-Garde. Clandestine Confidence, Darling Remember the Good Times. Azure Dragons, Change of My Mistakes. That's a good name for a song right there. Ooh! Damn it! Get the girls in here right now. The Baby Seals, Cool Inventions. The Pink Frost. Her Pink Frost, you know. An erotic novel sentence. The Saturnian Dragons with a lowercase d. Babe, I Love You So. Zimzalabim, Because of Space. Wait, that's not the name of my song. Oh, that's them. That was them. That's not my group. My group isn't called Zimzalabim. Why did I think it was? Because it said EDM as well. Fuck, they're putting out EDM as well. The lyrics are about regret. Choreo was cute.
終了します
Marketing plan developed. So now what? Is it out?
悪い傾向です
I forget how to release a song. How do I fucking release a song? How do I do it? Oh, there, release. Business proposal failed. Female audience, man. The girls love us. We are indeed Red Velvet. Come on. Oh, I'm not doing great. Only 28 new fans. A little bit more fame. Absolute dementia. Okay. Is that it? Nothing happened? Do some promotion, shall we? Need more fans because we need more money. Need a top 5. Where does it say the rankings? Does it just come up randomly? It's just going to show up. I feel like we're missing stuff. You know? I feel like we're missing an element to the game that I'm just not doing. Right, so it just says... I think we need to release 5 tracks, it said somewhere. Let's have you practice dancing.
始め
You practice
ELC.
vocal. You, can we get... you to... Can we get a promotion? What's happening? We need some money, guys. Can we get some money in, please? I guess we need to make a new single. I know he's going to make you sweat. Reach for your name, no. Paradise of his thrills. Pretty heart. Land for miles. Free tonight. I know she likes to party. Darling, you killed me. Babe, I'm on the wild side. Decision of my heaven. Time of my starlight. Honey, you're strange. Perfect. Ad campaign for this one. which is going to cost us 100 grand. Effect, increase in sales. Critical success plus 64%. Okay. Pop song about rebelling. The cool vibe again. Enter a number of CDs to produce. 1. I mean, I don't understand. This is just leveling. $1,000. I literally can't afford it. We have to do digital release. We have no choice.
そうです。うん。そうです。
Silver Springs. You could be my silver spring. You need to work on your dancing. You work on your vocal. We're literally about to run out of money any day now. Something paid well in here. Business proposal failed.
どうしましょう。
Maybe work on these other stats for them.
Yes.
I didn't do this. Working them to the bone now, but they're making cash. Fucking cash money, baby.
はじめ。
Money in the bank. Are we at minus? Is that what that is? Bankruptcy in 15 days. Loans. Fujimoto loan. Bank loan. 6-month loan. Current balance. What's happening? Right, negotiate the fuck out of it. Tokyo Wanker is looking for a girl to do a cute photo shoot. Do they know? You know what I'm gonna do? Do you know what I'm gonna fucking do? I'll build it. I was gonna build another office. There's a thing in here somewhere, I think, where I can... Uh-oh! Shibui was attempting a blindfold challenge. See if you can climb a stepladder to pop a balloon at the top, and ended up falling and injuring herself. She decided not to post the video to avoid embarrassment, but she was seen out in public with bruises, and now people are speculating about whether or not she's a victim of domestic abuse. She doesn't want to be embarrassed. We can't... Shibui's the superstar. We have to release the video and she has to suffer the embarrassment. You're not a victim of domestic abuse. Shut up. We're doing this. Shibui is embarrassed, but it appears to satisfy fan speculation. Some laugh and mock, but an even greater number of fans offer their sympathies and encourage Shibui to stay away from dangerous activities. Alright, we lost friendship with her. Okay, so Bum finally gave an explanation of what happened and it's hilarious. Oh, thank goodness. I thought she was being abused. Do we know if she really got injured from a blindfold challenge? Do we have any other evidence? I mean, you know. This is why the blindfold challenge is awesome. Darwin is weeding out the unworthy among us. Ah, okay. The scandals begin, you know. We're going to have to hang out with her now. Right, hang on. There's a way to, like, automatically... auto practice. How does that work? Alright, they're just going to randomly assign them. I accept it. But Bomb is looking for a sexy photo shoot. Who's sexy? None of them. It has to be you. Do a little promotion, try and get some new fans. Right, let's hang out with her. Chill. Thanks for inviting me to chat. Shibui talks about what magazine she's been reading recently and talks about the last time she talked with her family. Okay. Listen. We're gonna hang out again. Okay, we can't. Launch a game show. Working on the choreography. Once that's done, you can go back to the other thing. More fans. What's this? Oh, fame level. We're at -5 grand again. I'll try and get this up to 500 and see if it affects anything. I don't know how you make money in this game. Cool champion looking for a pretty magazine. Can you do pretty? You can do it. Choreography learned. Where's our track? Didn't even chart. Didn't even chart. It's all over for us. Shibui admits she's been playing a new video game and briefly mentions a run-in she had with a childhood friend. We gotta bring her 20 days till bankruptcy. Okay. Let's get this single out. Get this song written, yeah. Get some money in, yeah. Come on. Should we have a show? A radio show. Weekly budget. We need a fun it needs to be a game show, doesn't it? That's what we need. Oh. Hey there, things going okay? Nope. I hope I haven't managed to run this business into the ground already. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I just wanted to make sure you were aware. Now that you've been around for a while, you probably see the extra traffic you were getting from locals start to drop off. You're no longer a neighborhood novelty. I guess you should say the honeymoon phase is over. But hey, you're not just a local business. There's an entire country, heck, an entire world of fans out there for you to impress. Who knows what could come from these humble beginnings? The group that you've managed to build Bum into, that's not something I gave to you. You built that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to do with it. Okay, I mean, just 100% claiming, like basically saying that he did build it, you know? What the fuck was I doing? Making a new show, radio show, game show. No host. Entire group. That's it. That's the show. Please enter a title. I think I need you tonight. Sweet jams. I love you, rock my world. I mean, these are just, it can't be that, can it? What would Bum's game show be called? On a radio. Bum noise. The dream of one of the girls is to host a game show. That's true. But I couldn't set the host as the girls. It was like newcomer or something. So hopefully this ticks the box. I don't know. Pretty. You can do that. Nice. It's done. All right, pre-production.
開始します
She also needs to work on marketing for the new song. We'll get the show going and then we'll release a new song alongside it. 7 days till bankruptcy. We need another loan. I mean, Fujimoto just gives us 0%. Oh, I have to launch a game show on the radio. And he'll let me. Have I got time to
どうし
do
ま
that?
しょう
Might be a little bit down to the wire. I think this takes us 7 days to do.
どうしましょう
It could be down to the wire with it.
どうしましょう 終了します
Okay, crew assembled. Bum noise. Not enough money to launch? You fucking... Fine, we've got to take a loan from the bank. And we need how much? 10 grand, so we need to take out about $1 million. Launch it. Bum noise. Male hardcore adults and the girls. Ladies love Bum, the group Bum. Remember, it's £1,000,000 yen, which is only about £2.50. It got us 12 new fans. Well, it did nothing. It got us 12 new fans. I'm guessing it just passively gives us new fans, does it?
開始します
I assume you can work on more than one song at a time, but I don't know if that's what we want to be doing or not. 'Cause I don't really know what releasing music does. I have no idea how to make money in this game. I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. I think the game wants you to treat them like shit. Like, don't pay them.
終了します
And only... And work them to the bone. You don't need a break room. Let them die. You know?
そうです
Release it. Honey, you're strange. Yeah, I mean, this brought in a lot of money. This has to be it. You have to just spam out music, I guess. New single. Sure Chance. First love song with experimental choreography. Wait, what do we have as a group? What can we do here? Sexy 60. Cool. Cool isn't an option though, is it? We can do pretty, but cute, sexy, elegant, energetic. Right, let's try some of these other different combos. Let me try and grab the research because he's probably got a lot of stuff. We can do. It's not in here. It's just not in here at all. What's it under the other one? Yeah, okay, that's the choreo. Cute, energetic. You can do events. I mean, he can unlock everything. Wait, I can actually upgrade some of these. What if we upgrade rebelling? And happiness. I'm for sure doing it wrong. Like, you're supposed to look at the trends and go with that, you know, but here we are. Alright. Driving his boom, boom, boom. Bells of your life. Darling, you're perfect. Honey, I'll love you for it. Giving his right. Cling to his best friend. Hard story. Honey, you're no good for me. Journey of guilt. He heard she's crazy. Rhythm of the future. Remember my life. Cool joys. He hopes she's a devil. Music of the streets. Best power. Okay. We can't afford these other ones. It's a pop song. What did we do last? Doesn't matter. I'm going to level it up. About level 2 happiness with energetic dance. You know what? We're going to do cute for the first time ever. A pop happy song, cute. Shibuya.
そうですそうですいけます
Weekly Young is looking for a cool photo shoot. 23, 16, 78. Negotiate that. Negotiate it. That'll do. Uh,
開始します
Look on the marketing first. Now we've got to rebuild the friendship with this one. Okay. Let's see if we can work on 2 singles at a time. We're also going to release Dance Chances, an EDM song about level 2 rebelling with experimental dance moves.
うんそうですうん
What It seems like no. Oh yeah, no, we can. I was clicking the wrong one. Is our track in here? No. Meowing Candy is the name of one of the bands. Lyrics are written. The dance chances. Work on the song. Best choreography is done. Write the lyrics. Best power. Power! Dance chances recorded. Marking. Best power needs the song written now. Hi, traitor. So I think that's what you need to do. Spam out singles, isn't it? Marketing plan done. So this one just needs choreo. And this one is done. Release it. Best power. Less money than before. 43 grand. Leveled up pop. New, good for fans though, an obscurity bonus. It really is just. Hey, Mr. Wout. What do you want? I was wondering, did you want to come around and watch our dance practice tomorrow? There's not anything special happening. Well, not really, but I've been working on my moves and I haven't really had a chance to show off in front of anyone. I thought you might be interested. Sure. Thanks. That's creepy. Uh-oh. Is this about our financial situation? I figured someone like you would be smart enough to figure it out. Bum has money problems, and money problems are the sort of thing that only get worse the longer you ignore them. That being said, not all cash flow problems are permanent. Debt can be a trap, but it can also be a financial tool that smart business people use to gain more leverage. The problem with getting more leverage is it returns all of your and implies again going borrow money to make a borrow money to make a. So with Bum's balance so far in the red, I figured it was time that you have an honest conversation about how you plan to dig Bum out of this situation. Not an honest conversation with me, but an honest conversation with yourself. I've had to have the conversation with myself more than once, and I know how difficult it can be. Looking back, I wish that at the time I'd had more experience with someone guiding me, so that's why I'm here. So be honest, do you have a plan to dig yourself out? Yes, everything is going to be fine. On one hand, I'd like to hear that optimism. On the other hand, I have to wonder if that might be the same kind of optimism that got you into this situation in the first place. I also have to wonder what kind of tactics you intend to resort to. I'm going to spam out songs. What I'm about to say might sound indelicate, but it's something that I've wondered if you considered. You're probably aware that there are some men, who are interested in dating idols. Have you considered tricking out the idols? What? There are some idol groups that openly offer fans the opportunity to go on supervised dates with a member of the group. They're even public about that opportunity and use it as promotion. But there are some potential clients who are interested in spending more alone time with us. So creepy. Hi, Jen. You've come at a very interesting time. There are certain compensated activities that they'd like to engage in. I was following as a strictly hypothetical question. If someone came offering you money to set them on a date, what would your reaction be? Of course, I'd be willing to pay. Still, I really wish you hadn't said that. I can understand the desire to treat everything as a business deal that might be negotiable. But there are certain paths that when you begin to walk down and change you as a person, there are certain things you simply can't put a price on. I'd like to think that the idols in Bum trust you as a leader. Maybe you exploit that. Maybe that's something they take advantage of during salary negotiations or other times you do business with them. Maybe you simply push them to their limits and try to bring as much productivity out of everything that works for you. I guess I'll turn a blind eye to that sort of thing. Or really it's the kind of thing that goes unnoticed without me having to willfully ignore it. Maybe one day I'll grow enough of a conscience to start keeping a close eye on that sort of thing. Hey, maybe sex work is work. And maybe they're okay with it. Maybe I was going to bring the offer to them and see if they're interested in doing it. It's up to them. Okay? Maybe you're ancient. Maybe you're outdated. And maybe you can get the fuck out of my office, Fujimoto. We're done here, bitch. It's me hitting him. Get the fuck out of here right now. Get the fuck out of my sight. Get the fuck out of my sight, Fujimoto, you piece of shit. Trash. Scum. You're a piece of shit. And the people are people and they can make their own choices. I don't need your charity. Get the fuck out of here, boy. I got a single to release. Dance Chances by Twice. What was that song by Twice where they were dancing on the beach? This one. This is what we're releasing, isn't it? This is what Dance Chances sounds like. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's dance the night away. Dun, 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 dun. That was written by a fucking Wii song. How weird is that? After the dance practice. Oh, Mr. Wait, you came. I knew you'd come. I really like the choreography. I knew it's dancer. Hey, girls. Sorry to tell you this, but you've been hauled out. I know. The company's in the red. And we have to politely ask you start tricking. I really like the choreography on our newest dance. That move that we do at the end is called a body wave. The idea is to move every part of your body in sequence, starting with the knees up to the hips until you reach the neck. It's actually really tough to do. In fact, some of the girls sort of fudge it when it comes to the hip movement. We're going to be wearing layered skirts, so if you aren't doing a full body wave, it's hard for people in the crowd to notice. I'm not sure whether I like the outfits that cover up our hip movements that much. On one hand, it does hide the moments when we might make small mistakes, but on the other hand, I think fans will be more impressed if they can see the practice and hard work that we put in. Wants to wear less clothing. I'd like to see you dancing in a tight skirt is a fucking option. I mean... Fine, you want to show off your moveset? You're the star, Shabui. You're the fucking star. I agree, but I don't think the dance instructor agrees with me. I know our dance instructor would rather play it safe and have all the girls in layered skirts, but you could maybe talk to her about considering something that doesn't hide our hip movements as much. I think she'd listen if the request came from you since you're the manager. I'll talk to her.
ありがとうございます
I'll talk to her. By the way, there's something else we need to talk about. The company's decided to whore you out. Ba-bomb. I reckon we can get more. Yeah.
終了
Sure you can. Did I hear twice from across the apartment? No. Definitely not. Release the song, quick. Let's dance the night away. Okay, show me the money. Oh, did I miss how much money it earned? Great. We got 5 million. Oh, because he gave me money.
ね
Hey! I got your email about changing the dance wardrobe for a new song. What's this about? When did you get this idea? Shabui suggested it. Shabui, huh? I don't know, Braid. I know Shabui is confident in her abilities, but she's not going to be the only one on stage. Anyway, if we take it's Japan. Hey, it's Japanese. Japanese idols. They don't need to be able to dance. Yeah. You're not in Korea. I don't think all the girls are going to feel confident performing. What if you had 2 sets of costumes and let the girls choose? We could do that, but it might be embarrassing for the girls who have to choose the layered skirts, wouldn't it? But there's 2 of them. I guess it's better than forcing them to dance. I mean, it's not that they can't talk about it. Like as if they haven't been. They're 20 years old. It's the only thing they've been talking about for the last 2 weeks is that move and the skirts they're going to be wearing.
お疲れ
Fuck out of my office. Okay. Okuhara Seika's 22nd birthday. She's too old. Get her out of the group. She's far too old to be performing in this fucking group. She's far too old to be... Oh, fucking Orcish is here, dude. I don't want it. I don't like that guy. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't know what to say. I'm not streaming anymore if he's going to be here. I'm not. I refuse. I know, I just don't want to spend any time with him. Yeah, good. No, I'm just going to end the stream. No, I don't want to spend any more time. Yeah, I don't care. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Okay? I don't give a fuck. Get rid of him. Get him out of my sight. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit and everyone says so. He's a piece of shit and everyone says so. And deep down you know.